But Earl Morrall to Paul Warfield proved a deadly poison, and the Giants could find no antidote. The Morrall to Warfield combo gave the Dolphins enough point power for a 23-13 victory.
Had his troubles last week against Cincinnati. Here's the throw back to Sims. Sims throws wide open. Oh, Mark Ingram to the 10. Let's check out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Anderson. Is he in? Yes. Touchdown. Second and 18. No pass rush. Wide open is Meggett. No one near him. 50. And finally down at the 42.
Humble defensively. You can't expect to cover every possibility. You've got to figure that Sims is going to sneak it or Anderson's going to take it, and you've got to attack the line of scrimmage and hope for the best.
Anderson. Touchdown.
Well, Phil Simms handed it to Rodney Hampton, and he goes 14 yards into the end zone, carrying a pair of Dolphins, 7-0 Giants early. Quarter, same score. DeBerg to Keith Byers. What a combination this was on Thanksgiving. But look at LT, one hand. Corey Miller stripped the ball. Don Shula concerned. An outstanding play by a veteran and a youngster for the Giants, Corey Miller. Yep, the takeaways have been the story. Phil Simms, as a veteran, will do especially capitalizes. Simms, play action. Goes to one of his tight ends, Aaron Pierce. Look at Pierce. Look, Ma, one hand. Then, if you don't like one tight end, well, you do like one tight end. I've got more than one that I like. Howard Cross on what else? A crossing pattern to the post. 14-7 Giants at the half.
It doesn't matter, Giants ball.
They certainly know the rules on that play. They know that it's the Giants ball. They also know that DeBerg, smacked by Corey Miller and Keith Hamilton. Very dangerous here. He cut his chin and lip. Had to take 7 stitches, went to the sideline for a while. But like a tough fighter, he's back with the blood dripping on the jersey. DeBerg to Terry Kirby, the rookie, for a first down. Then DeBerg, just when the Dolphins think they're going in, it's picked off by Greg Jackson. The Giants later get a safety to make it 19-7 on a 4th down Hail Mary. Tony Martin is there. The Dolphins have some light. Can they pull another one out late? Here's the onside kick. You think they're going left? I think so. And G-Man with the ball. Not this time for Shula, winning in the final minute. And at least that's the way the Giants read it. And Rodney Hampton says, hey, take this, 12 yards up the middle. 10 plays later, took him all year, but he's tied Joe Morris. 48 touchdowns rushing. That's #1 all-time on the New York Football Giants rushing TD list.
Yeah, and the Giants, on the other hand, solid run defense inside there.
So it's still 7-0 Giants late in the first. Dan Marino has struggled last couple games. Throws on the run niftily to Fred Barnett. Look at him go. He could go all the way. It almost goes all the way. Jesse Campbell knocks him out at the 3-yard line. But next play from the 3, Marino, Robert Wilson left flat. Shakes, tackle, crawls, touchdown, 7-7. Second quarter, oh, those tricky Giants. Watch them work the clock. Dave Brown to Howard Cross. I said Dave Brown to Howard Cross. I said Dave Brown to Howard Cross. Second half, defense for the Giants. Conrad Hamilton. Not Conrad Dobler, but Conrad Hamilton. Bites off a finger, returns the interception 30 yards, sets up a field goal 17-7.
Yeah.
The pass off the hands of Jabbar into the basket of Corey Whitmer. And Marino intercepted twice today, 5 times in 2 weeks. He sacked 3 times. And the New York Football Giants go on to beat the Dolphins by the score of 17. Dolphins, Giants. Both teams off a bye. And G-Man hit the field. Terry Collins, man. Patrick Surtain is certain that he has this deflected pass. Collins struggling early on. 3-0 game second quarter. Jay Fiedler, home for the holidays, gets stripped by Michael Strahan, and the Giants recover. Great play by Strahan. Moments later, Tiki will go all the way to
into the fight, then decides to make a cut in. Nice move, and the Giants lead 7-3, but it wouldn't last for long because the Giants concentrating on Ricky Williams. Tricky Dolphins. Reverse to James McKnight. You're going to get a couple of looks at this. Watch the downfield blocking by the wideouts. There's McMichael and Chambers, but they're not done. There's McMichael. I think you get the picture. 68 yards, Tom. The kicker got hurt. They had no one else could do it. It's still 13-10, and that was enough. I mean, this game, by the way, was over in about 2.5 hours. I mean, Dolphins, Giants, we voted this thing right along.
London? They were playing in London? I hadn't heard. Why didn't they publicize this? Here we go. By the way, Doctor Who was at the game. So Cleo Lemon of the winless Dolphins with an 11-yard scramble towards a first down in a 0-0 game. The winless Dolphins actually getting some traction. Brandon Jacobs had a nice finish, 15-yard run, and 131 on the day. And then in the sideline. Pardon me, Mr. Jacobs, welcome to London. May I have a quick interview? Gone already. Eli Manning caps this drive. It's 3-0 Giants. He's making it 10-0 with a scramble left for 10 yards in the touch. Good, because he only had 59 yards in the air. It was not a great game. Your key play in the second half, probably this. Bad center and quarterback exchange. And Kavika Mitchell says, the other team's quarterback must go down. He must go down top. Cleo Lemon standing in the pocket, 21 yards to Ted Ginn Jr. It's 13-10. And then Feely with the onside kickoff that hydroplanes. And it will end at 13-10. Feely dejected. Many of the fans may have felt the same way. Giants 0-2 have won 6 straight since.
In a snow-filled MetLife Stadium, New York would host Miami in Week 8 of the Giants' historic 2011 season. The Dolphins would jump out to the early first-half lead.
Handoff for Bush, gets a crease, and Bush right up the middle, spins off a tackle at the 30, breaks right to the outside to the 20, 15, 10, 35-yard run.
So 4th and goal at the 1. Play fake. Moore's going to roll to his right, he's going to run, walks in for the touchdown.
Now the Giants have got a major fight on their hands now. It won't be a pushover.
But like he would do so many times that season, the veteran gunslinger Eli Manning led the Giants back in the game, orchestrating a great drive just before the end of the first half.
Let's see if the Giants can get a touchdown going into halftime. Manning out of the shotgun. Throws one left, looking for Manningham, who's got a touchdown on the corner fade.
In the second half, the Giants' swarming defense would make life miserable for Matt Moore, sacking the Dolphins quarterback 4 times.
Moore's back to throw. Moore's under pressure, sacked again. Back of the 19-yard line, Kiwanuka. Back to throw again. He's going to step up. He's under pressure, sacked by Justin Tuck. Moore on a play fake. He's back to throw. He's under pressure. He'll get sacked by Osi Umenyiora.
And in the fourth quarter, Eli Manning would complete the comeback, connecting with the Salsa King for the game-winning score.
Manning back to throw. Over the middle, completes it to the 10. That's Victor Cruz, and he spins off and into the end zone for a touchdown. The final seconds tick away. The Giants get their 5th win of the season. Eli Manning and the Giants win it by the final score of 20-17.
To the wheels to do it more. Giants are blitzing the safeties. May Burnham here. Miller, end zone. Miami touchdown. Good back. Green in close to help. Manning end zone. Touchdown. Reuben Randall puts the Giants on top.
That defender to the outside, not the inside.
Miller got out of the tackle from Jason Pierre-Paul, and he's going to go to the end zone for a touchdown. Pierre-Paul had one arm. He couldn't get that other arm to wrap him, and Miller takes it 38 yards for the score. 5, Manning stepping up, shot downfield, Beckham! Brought it in, flag is down, back by the quarterback, Odell all the way to the 30. Audible from Tannehill, the blitz is picked up, Tannehill downfield to Stills! Stills is in for the touchdown!
That's why he's here, Mike.
First and goal, quick count, Giants. Eli rolling it, throwing it end zone. Incomplete. They say Mr. Magic didn't keep his feet in before his body came down.
How does he catch these footballs?
There's a discussion here between the two officials on the side as we watch it. They're still in conversation. Secured there. He's dragging that toe.
After review, the ruling on the field has changed. The receiver had possession, got 2 feet down in bounds. It is a touchdown.
He's rotating through both defenses at this point. Manning, deep shot, Beckham wide open. Odell, so long. Giants lead.
Home coverage. Odell Beckham destroys it.
I'm excited about the opportunity to play this week, get back on the field with teammates in our home stadium and trying to get a win.
Eli, the best QB in Giants history. Eli Manning. Eli Manning.
Hey, be great. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Be great, baby. All day, baby. All day. Don't let up. Don't let up. All day.
Ladies and gentlemen, at quarterback, number 10, Eli Manning.
Standing ovation for Eli Manning as he makes his 234th start as a New York Giant, probably his last in front of the home fans as a Giant.
Eli Manning! Eli Manning!
And now Alex Tanney is going to come into the ball game to replace Eli Manning.
Close it out.
He gets a big hug and a standing ovation here at MetLife Stadium. Dad Archie's here, Mom Olivia. Two-time Super Bowl MVP. So many thrills for Giants fans, all the fourth quarter comebacks. Pretty cool stuff for Eli Manning. Getting to leave as a win.
Every single game of his career, every time he showed up, he was ready to go. Healthy and ready to go.
Waves to the fans as they show him on the board. The clock winds down to 0, and Eli Manning's possible final start ever at MetLife Stadium. The Giants end a 9-game losing streak. They beat the Dolphins 36-20.
End zone throw open. Gesicki juggling grab. Did he hang on for the touchdown? Make that Mac Hollins. He did hold on. And Hollins has a Dolphin touchdown. That's Gaskin in motion. Tua has it. He's looking. He's throwing. The catch. Is he in? Yes! It's a Dolphin touchdown. Isaiah Ford.
From the 24, on first down, a big hole for Achane, still going, down the sideline, Devon Achane will take it all the way, 76 yards for a Dolphins touchdown. It certainly is, first down at 15, following the penalty, Tua swings it out. Speaking of fast, how about Tyreek Hill? Hill inside the 20 and then finally chased down.
Lined up on Tyreek Hill. Did a pretty good job against DK Metcalf. I know he gave up 1 touchdown.
On 3rd and goal to the end zone, picked off. Oh, the deflection. Giants with their second takeaway. It's Pinnock. Jason Pinnock, 102 yards for the Giants' first touchdown in the first half. This season, it comes from their defense. Dolphins have run 17 consecutive plays. You have the interception return for a touchdown in the middle. Now going deep to the far side, caught. It's Hill. Touchdown.